close enough to time. So again, I'm going to go ahead and stand up and hope that you can still see my face. We don't need the props, so they can just set wherever they're at. And I'm going to come way back here, so hopefully you can see. And again, I'm just going to stand up tall, core is engaged, hips neutral, shoulders down and back. And I'm just going to start with just some nice alternating forward lunges. So I'm coming forward, coming down until my back knee touches the carpet or to just before. Now again, if this is what makes your knees grumpy, just step forward and go as low as you can without discomfort. So go to just before discomfort, come back up, and then repeat. And if for any reason that even bothers you, just come forward and back. So again, we're just trying to warm you up, nice and gentle, and work with what your body feels. So just do whatever feels good for you and your body. So we just come down and up. Perfect. And again, whatever leg is in front, that heel is really taking the load of my front body. So again, because if I come into my toes, it's going to make these knees grumpy. Beautiful. And I'll be like, okay, now we've kind of got the hang of this in whatever version of that lunge that felt good for us in our body, we're going to add on. So now the next time I step forward, I'm going to pause, stretch my arms wide to opposite walls, bring them up overhead, bring them back wide, and then rotate. I know a lot just happened. Don't worry, we're going to repeat. So I'm going to stand back up, lunge forward to the other side, stretch those arms wide, 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 bring them up overhead, stretch, 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 back to wide, and then rotate. And then stand back up. So again, lunging forward, arms wide like I'm trying to touch opposite sides of the room, up overhead like I'm trying to touch the ceiling, back wide, and if my left leg is forward, I rotate to the right. Back to center, and then up. Stepping forward, right leg's in front, arms wide, touch opposite walls, touch the ceiling, back to the walls, and this time rotate left. Back to center, and up. We'll do one more on the left, one more on the right, and then move on. You know how I like to add on. So stepping forward, reach, up, back to the sides, rotate, and then come back up. Perfect. Now when I lunge forward, both hands are going to come forward and touch the floor. Ideally, my left hand comes inside by my left foot. I'll rotate a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. And then I rotate and lift my right arm to the sky. Back leg can be straight or bent, whatever feels good for you. Come back to center, come back up, and come back to standing. So now I can repeat on this side. Right hand inside right hand inside the right foot as I rotate to the left, stretching up to the sky. My gaze will follow. So for example, when I come forward to the left, my hand follows and my eyes follow up to the sky to the right, back to center, come up, repeat, forward, down, and then go to the left. Perfect. Now, the next time I lunge forward, my hands are going to go down on either side of my foot, and I'm going to try to straighten this front leg, and then bend. Straighten and bend. So from the side, I'm here in my lunge, straightening, ideally both legs, unless that back leg really needs to be bent, and then that's okay. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Come back up, stand up, and now let's go to the other side. So hands are forward, and again, straighten both legs if I can, and then bend down. Straighten both legs if I can, and then bend down. Perfect. And again, just getting that nice stretch, and again, moving to whatever feels good for you and your body. Perfect. 2 more. Last one. Perfect. And then we'll come back up. Now that I'm standing, and I think you can see my head, yay. My hands are going to start at my sides. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, sink down into a squat. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and stand up. Again, if this hurts, don't go down as far. Go to just before discomfort. Hold, and then release. So again, you can go as far down as it feels good for your body. So 4, 3, 2, 1, come on up. Let's add on. The next time I come down, pause for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then come onto my knees one at a time. Come back to that chair pose, and back to standing. Oh, here, scoot back so you can see me. So down for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then knee, up, and stand up. Let's do 2 more. So down, so 4, 3, 2, 1, down, up, return to standing. Last one. Squat down, so 4, 3, 2, 1, come down, up, back to standing. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go ahead and roll forward, and then come down onto my knees into a high kneeling. So I'm in my high kneeling, my hips are forward and neutral, so the legs and the booty are all active. From here, this is where you might want to be near a wall for that little balance challenge. My arms are going to start nice and wide, and using my core, I'm going to reach over to the right, back to center, reach to the left, and back to center. So everything is staying as still as possible, and my hip bones are also staying forward, so I'm not twisting or rotating as I go side to side. Perfect. And you may not go very far, and that's okay. Just go to whatever feels good for you and your body. Because here in a second, we're going to get that balance challenge in. Perfect. So, 1 more to the right, 1 more to the left, balance challenge time. Now when I go to the right, as far as I can, pause and lift my left leg up. It can be as high or as low as you want. Set it down, come back to center, reach to the left, pause, lift the right leg, set it down, back to center, and repeat. Perfect. And it's okay if you're like, oh, I don't want to reach as far when I lift that leg. That's fine. Keep yourself safe. Do whatever feels good for you and your body. Just a little bit of balance challenge, feeling those legs and those core muscles working a little bit harder than they're used to. So now, this next one will be our last one before we add on again. Whew. So now I'm going to rotate just a little bit. So now the next time I reach over, as I lift my left knee, I'm going to come down onto my hand. So I'm on my right leg and my right hand. My left leg is going to extend and externally rotate. Hand is going to start behind my ear and then crunch up and back out. Crunch and back out. Crunch. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Send both arms back. Bend this knee. Come back up. And now we're going to go to the other side. So now I reach to the left. Lift the right leg. Come over. Extend the right leg. Turn my toes to the sky. Right hand behind ear. And crunch up and down. And up and down. Beautiful. Getting those obliques nice and warmed up. 3 more. So 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Come on up. Now I'm going to bring my hands forward, sink back into a child's pose, and just stretch that body out. From here, I'm going to use my knees and my feet to push me forward. Now I'm on my stomach. My arms are still stretched overhead. Make sure I'm not flashing the camera. Legs are pressed down into the floor, hips neutral, core engaged. From here, nice deep inhale. Exhale up into a swan, and then back down. Exhale up into a swan, and back down. And I'm going to need a little extra room for what we're going to do in a minute. So I'm going to rearrange myself here. Up and down. 2 more. Up and down. Now, as our next progression, when I swan up, lift those legs and come back down. Swan up, lift those legs, come back down. And again, we don't have to lift very high on the upper body and the legs, because again, listen to your body and do what feels good for you. 2 more. And then we're going to mix this up. So now, lift those arms as I swan up and down. Up and down. The next time I swan up, pull those arms back to a T-wing, overhead and down. Up, stretch, stretch, stretch those arms out, 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 out. Back in front and down. 2 more. Up, out, forward, down, up, out, forward, down. Now this next one's going to be fun. A couple things are going to happen. So swan up, bring the arms to a T-wing. As I bend my left foot in, I'm going to rotate left to touch left hand to left foot. Come back to center and down. So swan up, arms to my T-wing, bend the right foot as I rotate to touch, back to center and down. Perfect. Wide, rotate, touch, back to center and down. 1 more on the right side, and then we'll go into our grand finale. So if you need to shake it out, readjust, how are those hips? They should be in neutral. Now when I swan up, arms to a T-wing, I'm going to bend my right foot, but rotate left and do that cross body touch before I come down. So swan up, arms to my T, bend the left foot, rotate right, touch hands to foot, back to center and down. And it's okay if your body's like, oh, I can't do that. That's okay. Do the best you can, or go back to what we were doing before. 1 more on either side. Up, wide. Oh, even I can miss it sometimes. Down, up, wide, back to center, and down. Now, we're still going to stay on the floor, but I'm going to find a single prop and come up onto my right side. Doesn't matter what side, we're going to even you out in the wash anyways. So I'm on my right forearm, shoulder is above elbow, and again, you probably can't see on this shirt, but I'm lifting my upper body up. So I'm not letting it sag to the mat. Legs can be straight or bent, whatever feels good for you, because this is going to focus on the upper body. Grab your prop, whatever it is, or none at all. I'm going to start with my arm above my shoulder, and then lower down to my hip and back up. Lowering straight down and back up. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Shoulders are down and back. If for any reason this is really bothering your bottom shoulder, go ahead and come on down to your side. So it's just going to give you less things to focus on while we do this. So the next time my arm is down, turn my palm to the sky. Give me some bicep curls. Just curl that soup. What do I have? Beef pot roast. So I'm curling my beef pot. My core is on. And again, my legs are doing whatever just feels comfortable. 3 more. So 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to leave this arm long. Palm comes down in front of my body, stopping in front of my shoulder. Exhale, pull straight back towards my hip, and then bring it on forward. Pulling straight back and forward. We've done this before on the reformer, so if this feels vaguely familiar, that's why. Perfect. And luckily, you can move your head if you need to kind of watch and see what that arm is doing. 3 more. So 3, 2, 1. After my last one, if you need to, shake it out. I'm going to bend my hand into a 90 and exhale, press out for a tricep kickback. So again, that arm doesn't have to come all the way in. I'm just trying to isolate my triceps. So a 90 degree is sufficient. And again, you can see it. If you need to turn your head and watch what the body's doing, that's fine. How's our wrist? Is this wrist straight Or are we just kind of letting it hang? Or are we arching up? Try to keep the wrists straight to protect the body. 2 more. And hopefully you're feeling your shoulders. Don't worry, we'll take a break after this. After my last one, set it down. If you need to, sit up, give yourself a little wiggle wobble. Ooh. Hopefully you're feeling both shoulders, unless this is super light. So, and then again, we'll just do 1,000. So I'm gonna come back down. We have 2 more things left on this side before we can move on. So find your core in your position again. Start with your arm here and give me little circles. You know I love my arm circles. Well, any kind of circle, really. They're so good for the body. Shoulders are down and back, core is on. Again, legs or whatever feel good. And let's go the other way with our circles. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. 3 more, 2 more, last one. Set my hand down off to the side. And I'm gonna roll onto my hands and knees for the best part of our day. Give me some cat cows. So I'm arching my spine up to the sky and down to the floor. Again, if we need to, we can always rock those hips side to side, do a child's pose. If you need to do any kind of stretch, this is your opportunity to do whatever feels good for you in your body. So we're about to go to plank town. So I want you to be sure you feel really comfortable and your body feels like all those kinks are kind of worked out of it. So whatever that's going to look like for you. So as soon as you're ready, I'm going to curl my toes under, hands or forearms, whatever feels best for you in your body. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, go ahead and knee hover up. And then my right hand, left foot are going to walk forward. Left hand, right foot are going to come forward. And I'm going to walk back. And then walk forward as far as you can. And then walk back. Now we're going to do 1 more forward. Doop, doop. And then come on down and sink into a child's pose. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. Now let's try that again, but both sides move together. So what that'll look like is when I'm in my knee hover, right hand, right foot, right or left hand, left foot, and then back, 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 back. So we're just kind of playing around with that coordination today. 1 more forward, and then back to where we started from, and come on down. Or that might have been a little farther back, but you get the idea. So again, shake it out. Don't worry if we keep these short and sweet, because we only have 30 minutes. So for my last one, now, when I'm in my knee hover, so come on up, I'm going to walk to the side, and then to the other side. Core is still on, my legs are active, my arms are active, and again, doing whatever hand and foot at the same time. If you need to do foot, then hand, that's fine, whatever feels good for you and your body. Come on down, shake it out, whatever feels good for you and your body. Again, just take that nice stretch. Perfect. Now that we've all planked out for our day, we're going to come onto the other side. So we'll grab our other prop. And again, I'm going to put my left elbow under my left shoulder. My ribs are up. Hopefully you can see that despite the baggy shirt. And again, legs are just wherever feel comfortable. Grab our prop, start shoulders down and back, lower down, and lift up. Lower down, and lift up. And if you're like me and you're hyper flexible in your elbow joint, and your joint can do that and bend backwards, just have a gentle bend. I'd rather you have a gentle bend than overextend that joint. I think I know a few of you that are hypermobile. So I'm not sure if you're, again, hearing glass, but just in case. And again, you can watch if you're like, oh, what does my form look like? You can turn your head and watch. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And then turn my palm to the sky, bicep curls. And what is today? This is chicken noodle. So we're bicep curling chicken noodle on the side. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. How are those ribs? Are they sinking down or are they nice and high? Perfect. How's that shoulder? Is it becoming one with your earlobe or do you have that nice distance? 3 more. So 3, 2, 1. Send that arm long, palm to the floor, in front of the body. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, pull that arm long to your hip, and then back in front. Again, how's your wrist? What's it doing? Is it straight? Again, you can turn your head. Nothing wrong with that. We just want to relax that neck as much as humanly possible. Keeping this arm long. Shoulders are down and back in their socket. Our shoulder blades are set in their scapular pocket. Perfect. 3 more. Beautiful. Excellent. And then after our last one, we're going to go into those tricep kickbacks. So if I bring my arm long, bend to a 90 at the elbow, and then press all the way back. Bring into that 90, press all the way back. Nice deep inhales, deep exhales. And I believe it was after this that we took our next break. And the sun's coming out too. That's wonderful. So give me 4 more, and then we'll take a break. 3 more, and we'll take a break. 2 more. You're almost there. You got this. 1 more. Whew. Set it down. Again, if you need to, stretch it out. Whatever feels good. Roll those shoulders. Roll those arms. Just think, we have 2 things left. We have to go to Circle Town, and then we're done with arms. Whew. So shake yourself out. Again, find that position. Come onto your forearm, under the elbow, ribs up, legs doing whatever they need to do. My arm starts out. Nice little arm circles. And you're probably going to notice your dominant side is having a way easier time with this than the non-dominant. Because the enemy uses this side all the time. It has more endurance. So if you're like, oh, I could do this for days, but you're curious about the left side, that's fine. Now let's go the other way with our circles. Now again, if we need to, we can watch. Just make sure our form, perfect. And if you want to challenge, close your eyes and really try to build up that mind-body awareness. We'll do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Set it down. From here, actually, let's use those props. So let's grab our props and roll onto our back. Perfect. Now, as you've heard me say 10 billion gazillion times, I like to do hinging bridges because articulation hurts my spine. You can do whatever bridge feels good for you in your body. I'm going to grab these props and just forget about them while I warm up with my bridges. So again, just kind of forgetting about it, bringing my awareness to that lower body. How are my hips? How are my knees? Is my core on? Where am I engaging these muscles? Just getting that nice mind-body awareness down. Perfect. Now, as soon as you're ready, as I bridge up, the arms come up to shoulder height and then down. Perfect. Up and then down. Ideally, you guys are looking straight ahead. I'm looking at the camera just for audio purposes. Perfect. All right. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, kind of want a little something extra, that's fine. Optional add-on. The next time we bridge up, arms are up above the head, pause, give me 2 overhead tricep extensions, and then come down. So all the way up, bend those elbows, press up, bend, press up, and then come down. Up, bend, up, down. Give me 3 more. So 2 of these bad boys. That was number 3. This is number 2. Tricep kickbacks. Come on down. Last one. Beautiful. And then come on down. If you need to, rock those knees side to side. If you feel any tension or discomfort in that low back. Whew. Now, roll on up. I'm going to turn to face you just so you can see what I'm doing. Props, again, optional if we want them. I'm going to go ahead and grab them, bring my arms in front, and I'm going to come into a kind of a boat pose. So this is teaser. I'm just going to bend these knees, but I'm still kind of on my sits bones. Hips are still in neutral. That spine is long, core is engaged. From here, I'm just going to start with a hug a tree, just kind of finding my footing with this. My core is on, a little confused. I'm just opening and closing these arms. Perfect. Now, as I open the arms, press the legs out, bend the knees, bring the arms in. Get a little deeper in those abs. Perfect. And it's okay if your upper body leans back a little bit. That's perfect. Just making sure we have that good form. 3 more. Beautiful. And then 2 more. Last one. Come on up. Set it down. Round the spine forward. Or again, whatever stretch feels good. Because again, we've kept our back straight for a lot of today. So if we need to just move it around, that's fine. All right. Now, next one, my arms are going to stay long. Come back to this kind of V-sit. And then lift the arms and lower, playing around with that center of gravity. As soon as you're ready, extend the legs, lift the arms, bring them back in. And if you're thinking, ooh, I don't like this with the props, set them down. That's fine. You don't need the props for this. Perfect. Now your legs are going to be talking to you. Probably hip flexors too, depending on how much you sit. But again, focus on that core. 2 more. Last one. Come on down, set that prop down. Shake it out for a second. Because you may have noticed, getting a little harder and harder as we go on. Don't worry, we're not going to go 0 to 60. So again, if you want props, find them. Arms long, back in that position. Extend the legs, crisscross arms and legs before coming back in. Press out, crisscross, applesauce, back in. Out, crisscross, applesauce, and back in. 1 more. Crisscross, applesauce, back in. Set it down. Perfect. All right. Shake it out. Do whatever you got to do. Because I know probably you're feeling it through here. And depending on how tight your legs are, we're giving you that break. So grab our prop again if we want it. Meet those props in front of the chest. Back. Leave the legs nice and bent as I rotate my upper body from side to side, keeping these props in front of my chest. So I'm trying not to move the props without my upper body. And luckily, you can just look down and see, like, oh, there's my props. Perfect. Now let's get the legs involved. Or if you need a break, take a break. Again, this is your time. This is your class. So extend the legs as I rotate. Come back to center. Extend the legs as I rotate. Back to center. 1 more on either side. Perfect. Come back up. Set our prop down. I'm going to sit with my legs cross-legged. And I'm just going to bring one arm over. Just kind of a really heavily modified kind of mermaid side stretch. Shoulders are down and back. Neck is relaxed. I just get this nice spinal rotation. If you want, put one hand behind you and rotate. You can press your left hand against your right knee. If your back doesn't like that, don't do it. So again, just making this your own. Stretching our body out from one side to the other. Perfect. Now let's stretch those poor legs out because they're probably feeling some stuff. So legs long, dorsiflex the feet, and just round forward as far as you can, feeling that back side of the leg. If you need to, gentle bend in the knees, but I really want to encourage you to try to press those legs and keep them as straight as possible to maximize that stretch. Come on up. Bring our feet to prayer pose. This is a great one for stretching and opening the hips. And then again, come forward. However far you can. If you need to, say this is as far forward as you go, that's great. Put one hand on either knee. Gently, gently, gently press down and feel that opening and that stretch through either side. Very gently though, listen to your body. Because if you do too much too fast, you can hurt yourself. And again, since I can't see you, I can't tell you how to fix you. So very, very gently, or again, if you're bendy, coming on forward. Perfect. And we'll come on up. As always, we're going to end with our final roll down. So as carefully as possible, in whatever way you need to, come back up to standing. I'm going to bring my arms up overhead. Take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, roll forward like I'm rolling over an imaginary beach ball. Bloop. Turn to the side so you can see. Shake my head, yes. Shake it, no. Shake my arms, shake my shoulders, shake my booty. Shake anything that feels tight. Give yourself some little prances. Whatever feels good for you and your body. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, articulate up. 1 vertebrae at a time. Bringing those arms up overhead. One final stretch to the ceiling. Arms wide. And then pat yourself on the back because we did it. 30-minute mat Pilates is done. You guys did phenomenal.